Rich. Me acaban de informar que vamos a entrevistar a Joe Fresh Goods para el podcast.
For real. Perfecto.
Joe, it's a pleasure for us to have you here and have this interview with you. The first question is, what is your first impression about Mexico?
Oh my God, I love it. Chicago has a really, really big Mexican community. I wouldn't be where I'm at in life if it wasn't for the Mexican community in Chicago. So I just think it was only right that I come to Mexico City just to experience it, you know, talk to the people. I love it. The food, the atmosphere, the art, everything is just dope.
Did you imagine an event like this in Mexico?
I did not. When when Sneaker Fever reached out to me, I was like, I don't know if anybody in Mexico City know who I am. You know, I'm very shy. So it was just dope. Sometimes I don't realize how big my reach is. So it was pretty important coming out here and to see how that is.
How fresh is Joe Fresh Goods?
Joe Fresh Goods is very fresh. Joe Fresh Goods is a team of people. Started off in Chicago. Yeah, man, we keep everything fresh, neat. We're about community. We're about giving back.
I have a big question for you.
Yep.
All-Star 2020. Joe Fresh Goods, New Balance 992, and at the same time, a lot of another releases like the GC Quantum, the Off-White 5,
Yes.
and basically your pair is the most highest in terms of resale, but also is the most desired by the sneaker collectors. How do you feel about that? Because the other two competitors were on fire at that point.
I fucked everybody up. I was scared. I'm over here and it's -0. I got Kanye and big old tanks. You got Jerry Lorenzo, the Fear of God. You got Don C. Shoe. It was so much happening. I even had my best friends. They had Adidas coming out. So I didn't think anybody was really going to care about a New Balance. It was really cold outside too. But I believed in myself. New Balance believed in me. And we fucked everybody else up.
No, and honestly, we think that it's maybe for that year the most important pair.
Yeah.
For you, the 992 is still the best of your collection, or do you think right now there's another one?
It's a good debut album. It's like my first album, you know? I think everybody's always going to compare the first to what I was dropping now. I think everything has its purpose. That first drop, that was my first, because I didn't grow up wearing New Balance. I'm a Nike or Jordan kid, you know what I'm saying? So it was very important to, you know, when I think about New Balance, I think of gray 990. So I wanted to make a colorful red, pink, tan. It's my favorite color. So it just worked. That's probably my favorite, but I just think that we all think that because that was like my first, you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Now, the moment when Chance the Rapper came out to the All-Star game with a pair on their feet, it was something like you planned, or he chose the pair?
You know what? Everything just happened for a reason. You know, All-Star Weekend being in my backyard was just everything. That weekend was just magical, man. Chance the Rapper is a really good friend of mine. I didn't know he was going. I gave it to him. I didn't know he was going to wear it that time, but everything just happened. That was like a perfect storm of marketing, the right people knowing about me at the right time. It was just perfect. Everything that weekend was just perfect.
One last question for you. What will be the advice for the people that want to start a brand, especially in Mexico, since now that you have seen the scene and the persons out there, what will be your advice for them?
You know, I think black and brown people are the coolest people in the world. I think a lot of people steal from us, you know, culturally. So I just think we have to believe in ourselves, keep going. It took me a long time to get here, and I'm still climbing. So I just think we have to continue to believe in ourselves. We have to continue to keep everything within inside, try to hire within your people, try to give back when you can. So that's kind of what happened and how I did things. Like I said, Chicago, we have a really big base of Mexican and Puerto Rican and just like Latin people and just in general. So it's just very dope to get that love. And I just think sometimes we just want to see our people win, you know? So yeah.
Favorite Mexican food?
Oh, shoot. I don't want to say a taco because that's, you know, I love tortas.
Tortas?
No beans, no guacamole.
Thank you so much, Joe.
Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you guys.
Thank you.